Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus West Ham United Premier League preview. Man United are back at home under the lights at Old Trafford on Thursday at 8 p.m. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to try not to fall into the trap I did when we played Everton, because I did. And I wasn't a happy boy after that match, just like every single other Manchester United fan around the world. But look, before we get stuck into the video, please like and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. Do follow our socials, links in the description. We mainly use Instagram now because, for some reason, Twitter or X is being a bit of an asshole. So there you go. We're coming into this game off the back of a 2-1 away victory to Palace, which, truth be told, it wasn't an easy game. The first half, we didn't turn up. Second half, Palace got tired and we sort of had to go for it. And we did. You know what we did? We scored 2 goals from a set piece, 2 good goals, though. You know, they weren't easy goals to score. Zirkzee goal was very good. You said the keeper should do better, but Dean Henderson is meant to be all this and that, but he's really fucking shit. You know, let's just be honest. But yeah, look, brilliant win. Regardless, looking back, it was a big win. It was a big win because Liverpool got their first win in about Jesus Christ, about 10 years, I think it was. Liverpool are well and truly back. Well done, you know. I remember my first win. You know, I remember my first win. Look, you have to love it. But look, as you can see, there is our form. We're not going to, stick around too much. I don't need to have these previews being longer than 20 minutes if I can, but I'm a waffler at times when it comes to football. So, yeah, please forgive me. But please do like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts, predictions, expectations, anything like that coming into the game against West Ham. This is before Ruben Amorim's press conference. So anything I do or predict is, I'm clueless at the moment in terms, but team news, everyone should be perfectly fine except for Sesko. Cooney's going to be back, which we all know, but we'll talk about him in a minute, whether he will or should start. Let's talk about it. But look, you can see there, 4-2 home win against Brighton, 2-2 draw against Forest, 2-2 draw against Spurs, 1-0 loss against Everton, and a 2-1 win over Crystal Palace. So previous 5, you can see at the end there, we have 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. Look, we're coming into this time in the Christmas period where you're sort of thinking, we actually have the easiest. Like, I genuinely think we do. Like, we have West Ham. I'm just looking here. We've got West Ham. We've got West Ham at home, Wolves away, Bournemouth at home, Villa away. That's our games. And obviously we have West Ham then on the 26th of December at home, and then it's Wolves on the 30th of December at home. Look, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. Like, you'd imagine we beat West Ham. You'd imagine we beat Wolves. Bournemouth are sort of gone on a bit of a dip lately, but they still have their threats. They're still a danger. Villa away could be an interesting one. Newcastle at home. Like, I'd back us to beat West Ham. I'd back us to beat Wolves, and I'd back us to beat Bournemouth, and I'd maybe beat Aston Villa. So you're looking at 3, 6, 9, 12 points before Christmas, and I'd say we probably get it's hard to know, Manchester, because, like, genuinely speaking, we could only win 1 or 2 out of them games, and like, that's just how it is. We've seen it in the week just gone. That's probably going to be our season. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And yes, I did take that off. One of the lads off the paddock. So yeah, I will give you credit for that. But it's that's pretty much how our season's going to be. Win 1 week, lose the other week. We don't. I don't draw. Well, we do looking at that form, but if we do, it's a United comeback. It's not anyone else they want to come back. It's just a Manchester United to come back after playing shit. Like, I'm gonna look at the stats here between the two teams. Previous meetings, West Ham have actually been the better team. I'm looking at the previous 5 here. 2023, they done the double. They done a double overs last season. Last time we beat them was the 4th of February, 2024. So a year ago. Nothing too special. But you think like West Ham aren't doing great this season. They had Graham Potter, sacked him. They brought in Nuno, who was doing an incredible job at Nottingham Forest, and he's there now and sort of can get the grips of things. So they're 17th in the league. They're actually on the same amount of points as Leeds, who are in 18. So West Ham, if they don't win, could be in the relegation zone. But Leeds play Chelsea at home, which imagine Chelsea to win. Burnley play Palace, which you'd imagine Palace to win, and Wolves are just they're 9 points behind. So they're probably going to be going down regardless. So West Ham 11 points. We're 7 to 21 points. The league it's honestly it's been such a weird league this season. Like the gap between I'm looking here, the gap between, let's just say, 10th and 2nd is 7 points. But if you want to move up, the gap between where we are and City, who are in 2nd as of now, before any game has been played, is 4 points. So if all goes well, we could be top 4, top 5. But I mean, Villa and Brighton play each other, so there's gonna be points drop there. Chelsea, man. Oh, I don't know. It's such, but it's good. Like people are saying, I know the league's just gone shit. I actually think it's really exciting. I genuinely do. I'm loving how it is. I really, really am. And I feel like every game is like no team can sort of build up a good bit of form. Like no, not like that, but no team can just keep winning. Like genuinely, it just seems to be a team might win 2 or 3, and then before you know it, they're not winning 2 or 3 games after that. There's just no. Arsenal are probably the most consistent team in the league, at the moment, in my opinion. I know they drew against Chelsea, but Stamford Bridge is a tough place to go to. But anyways, but it's going to be interesting. But look, we'll jump into the team news. Look, it's a big positive. The man himself, the Brazilian master, Cunha, will be back. Like trying to predict the starting 11 all week. Not even the starting 11, but there were times where when I was doing my predicted 11, Cunha was in, Cunha was out, Cunha was in, Cunha was out. It was just weird. I didn't know what to do. But look, we will jump into it. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ten Hag, Jesus, whoa, whoa. Don't say that again. I wouldn't be surprised if Amorim doesn't play Cunha. He'll bring him on. Would I play him? I mean, he hasn't played since Spurs. Obviously, he played the international break. But he's missed 2 games for us, so fitness might not be. He might be a bit rusty. The fact Mount and Xerxes got us the win. Well, we were definitely 2 of the reasons why we won on Sunday. Does Ruben drop? It's just hard. It really, really is. I feel like in this Manchester United squad, we should be doing. Look, you have to earn your spot. Don't care how good you are. If you don't play for a few games, you come back, earn your spot. Martinez, he's going to have to earn a spot back in that team again. And to be honest, I think he definitely will. Like, he came on for like 5 minutes or something like that against Palace. And I tell you what, it was just really, really nice to see him back. He brings that aggression. He's going to do very well in that 3-man defense. I can just tell. Like Ruben wasn't even at the club that long. Like, Martinez got injured, February? And we're into December now, So that's nearly that's 10 months, 9, 10 months of not playing football for Manchester United. That's a very, very long time. But welcome to a time where the more than likely back three will be Euro, Licha, Matthias de Ligt. That's strong. I really do like Euro. I've seen after the game, Mount was sort of had his arm around his shoulder. He didn't look too happy with his performance. Look, Euro's a young lad. He's gonna have them good and bad games. You're gonna learn them things. But you just go on and you rise above it. Like, I'll be honest, I think looking at Maguire, I think most players like Euro. You look at the likes of Maguire. Maguire was in this shit. Every Manchester United fan, including me, was like, get rid of Maguire, get him gone, he's rubbish. And now you look at him and you're like, if Maguire, like I remember seeing, lineups over the years, Maguire's playing, you're like, oh shit. Advantage to the opposition straight away. Nowadays, Maguire's starting nice, good stuff. Like, I wouldn't say I'd keep Maguire. And that Euro was nowhere near the way Maguire. So I'm just saying, like, you have one bad game, go ahead, go again. You learn, you progress. Let's go again. Keep going. He's only young. Yeah, we spent a good bit of money on him, but he's only a young lad. He's not in his 20s. It's not like he's in his mid-20s. He's not even in his prime yet. I like Euro. I really do like Euro. I really do like Lenny Euro. I think he's definitely, someone that should be in that sort of three-man defense, in my opinion, anyways. And let us know what you think. Some people may say, "Nah, Mascherano should be there." Let's see how that goes. So looking at a home form, we're 9th in the league with 12 points, four victories. West Ham's away form though is grim. West Ham, that's how it's actually 13th, but they have one win away from home all season, and that was against Forest when they beat them 3-0. When Potter was West Ham manager against Nuno's Forest, it's been crazy. But we've done well at home. But I think that sort of loss to everything can just show that it doesn't matter who the opponent is, you have to be on your toes. You really, really do. I honestly think we went into that Everton game a bit too confident, a bit too relaxed. The passes weren't good. Because we just couldn't string more than 5-6 clean passes together, which is a worry. But we have to, especially at home, we have that advantage. I love it. I love when obviously I love when we play at home, but like there's just something different playing at Old Trafford. We have to go. We have to beat West Ham. We have to. You cannot lose that game. Let's be. Like, I'm not to sound crazy. That's not even sounding crazy, but cocky or overconfident. We should be winning our next games coming up to Christmas. Genuinely, the toughest one is Villa away. I think I genuinely do. And then we have obviously Newcastle, the 26th, which is still Christmas, but we'll come to that when it comes. The preview for that will be out probably Christmas Eve. But regardless, it's just how Manchester United, like, the first 10 minutes tells its tale, and Everton it told a big tale, because a big story. Because, like I said about the passes, we just couldn't do that. We couldn't do that, and at home we should be having that confidence. I felt like Mbeumo was just too central in that game. Mbeumo, when we get Mbeumo in the game, oh man, we are away with ourselves. We're eating like kings. But the fact that sometimes we don't, like, we start to get him into the game against Palace second half, tops. Same with Ahmad. If you get Cunha into the game, class. I love Cunha. I know his start at Manchester United hasn't been as what people expected, but he genuinely makes a difference in my opinion. I honestly think so. We play a lot when we have that attack. When we have Cunha and Mbeumo, we're laughing. And of course, when Sesko will be back mid-December, which by then Mbeumo, Ahmed and Mazraoui, I think they'd be there for the Bournemouth game on the 15th, then they'd be gone. So Sesko might be just back and Mbeumo might be just gone. I'm not too sure how that's going to go. Which the preview for that Bournemouth game or the Villa game is going to be like, who the hell are we going to play? Because we're going to miss Mbeumo. But could we see changes? I honestly don't think we'll see a lot of changes. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. But coming in to West Ham, let's talk about them because the video is 16 and a half minutes now. I want to get it done by at least 25 minutes now. I let myself down with the time. So, 2-1 loss against Leeds, a 3-1 victory against Newcastle, a 3-2 win against Burnley, a 2-2 draw against Bournemouth, and a 2-0 loss against Liverpool. How the hell can you use Liverpool? Like, they're fucking shit. Yeah, same as us. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Paqueta is suspended. I mean, I what the hell is wrong with that? With that dope. I'm going to say that dope. What was he doing on Sunday? I watched the game. And I went down the stairs to get something to eat. Came back up to my room. And I seen him going, I'm at him. I just seen the red card come and I thought, the reckless challenge. And then he showed it again. He just didn't need to for long. It's genuinely like he was on fucking Bet365. Fucking telling you. Fucking shit. Honestly. But look, he spoke about their away form. They haven't had the greatest season. Bowen's a good player. Obviously, former Manchester player Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but their danger man for me is obviously going to be Jarrett Bowen. Fulkrug, he sort of comes off the bench. Wilson, Bowen for me is their main man. He's their talisman. Without them, they're fucked. Without him, he's fucked. But I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if he leaves West Ham at the end of the season, regardless whether they. If they get relegated, he's definitely going to leave. So yeah, West Ham for me, to come to Old Trafford and to be after the form they've had. Of course, they're going to believe that they come to Old Trafford and get a win. Everton did last Monday and they got the win. Probably weren't 100% confident, but they got the win. They done what they had to do. We're more likely Manchester United, will more likely have majority of the ball. West Ham will sit back, beat us in the counter attack. They'll be set up to do that because if West Ham tried to go toe to toe with us, we could definitely hurt them. Like we have the players to hurt West Ham, but they could do what Everton done and just keep pressing us from the back. Every time we pass the ball, once say like we seen it last week, every time it went to Euro press, every time we tried to give it to the midfield, Bruno or Casemiro or being pressed, or it was Mazraoui, or it was Dorgu. There was always a player being pressed, so they could do that. They could try and shut quiet in the Old Trafford crowd. And yeah, obviously Somerville, he has pace, he could definitely play. Bowen, like I said, good player, so he could have that. And it's going to be an interesting game. I'm not being too cocky. I'm confident that we'll win. I just shoot a prediction, but I'm sort of thinking I don't think it's going to be an easy win. I genuinely don't think it's going to be an easy win, and I hope it is. I backed us to lose against I backed us to lose. I predicted us to lose against Palace, and we won. So I'm not going to go. I'm going to let myself down here. Look, I'm going straight into the predicted 11. This is it. Lemons in goal, back three, Shaw, De Ligt, Mazraoui. two wing backs of Dallo on the left and Ahmad on the right. Two midfielders of Casemiro and Bruno, Mount and Mbumo, and Sesko and Xerxes. Yeah, look, like I said, I could be totally wrong. You could play Dogu, you could still play Euro. Obviously, I think if Casemiro and Dogu get another yellow, they will be suspended for the next game. So yeah, I mean, look, that could be. Well, I could say if he did, that could be a chance for Kobe to come in and play. But we all know it's more likely to be a new Garth and Bruno, which I'll fucking lose the plot. But yeah, there you go. Poor old Kobe. I feel for the kid. I feel like I'm getting. It's like a Ahmad. So remember, like Ten Hag and Ahmad. It's like Amram and Kobe now. Just allow the kid. Just allow the young lad. I mean, Jesus Christ, he has talent. He has potential. But yeah, look, there we go. Like I said, I could be totally wrong. You could totally disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. That's your opinion. Everyone's entitled to them. But I just genuinely don't see many changes. Does Dorgu come in? I don't think so. I thought Dallo had an okay second half on Sunday. But still, we still need a left wing back who can cross on the left, not having to put it back onto the right and then give it in. Luke Shaw can do that. But yeah, Mazraoui, like I said, Euro didn't have the greatest game. Mazraoui came on, he done well. I do like Lenny Euro, but if what are you talking about Ten Hag? Fuck off. If Amarim doesn't play him, Euro could just even get more and more down on him. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. But that's just my predicted 11. Yeah, look, that team was it. Well, the only change that's the exact team that played against Palace, except Mazraoui comes in and Euro drops to the bench. That's it. So yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, we have a half an hour's or an hour's more rest in West Ham. We're gonna hammer these bastards now. But yeah, look, let's see. I am really looking forward to the game. I always do look forward to Manchester United games, even when we lose. The day after, I'm like, I can't wait for the next game. It's honestly crazy. That day, I'm like, oh no, we're playing on fucking the weekend, and after one of our last countdown, I can't wait for Manchester United to play. I cannot wait. I love it. But yeah, look, in terms of score prediction, I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win to Manchester United. Why not? We're at home. Back the league. Come on, lads. Come on, Manchester. Don't let me down. Don't ruin me Christmas. It's the 2nd of December now. We're into the festive times. We're into the good times. We're meant to be happy. Give me something. Give me it. Well, I tell you what I want for Christmas. Manchester United to win every single game all the way up until the new year. I was going to say all for the rest of the season, but come on. You know what I mean? That'd be like waiting for Santa Claus to come down with chimney. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You know what I mean? It's just never going to happen. But yeah, goal scorers are going to go with the big man himself, the absolute magnificent Ball, De Bruyne, and Bumo. And ooh, will I go ballsy or will I go with me gut? Mason Mount. Yeah, I predicted Mason Mount to score and Manchester United up, so to score 4. So yeah, and Bumo, Mount, and I'm going to go West Ham. West Ham get a penalty. Yeah, West Ham penalty, and they score. I presume Bone takes the penalties. Bone or we'll go with Jared Bone. Why not? Well, Jared Bone should be the penalty taker anyways. I mean, why would you not? But okay, this has been the Manchester United versus West Ham United Premier League preview. As you can see, I look absolutely glamorous because I have a fresh light. We're all fresh. We're loving life. I'm not sure I'm going to win the league. Liverpool are shit. Yeah, watch me absolutely humble to shreds. Come Thursday night, yeah, fair enough. That's how it is. I'll take it. But yeah, please do like the video. Comment your predictions in comments. Give us your predictions in the comments below. Do subscribe, follow our socials. Links in the description. Again, we will have the post-match reaction. I'm not sure whether that be out late Thursday or early Friday morning, but it'll be done. We'll be ready to rumble. And yeah, really looking forward to it. It's really great to be back. The numbers, the views from the previous two videos, they weren't the greatest in the world, but that's what happens when you don't do videos for nearly most of the year. That was my fault. But like I said, I can never do that again. I love being back. I look forward to doing this. So it's just sit in front of a camera and talk about the team you love. And so far, it's been a good return because Manchester United didn't lose on Sunday. So yeah, please do like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll speak to you all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Come on, United!